My first achievement as a campaigner was to bring the campaign from $25 million to $18 million. The fact that I wasn't fired right then and there was kind of a miracle.
Barry's been so successful as a fundraiser because when he goes and meets with a donor, he makes them an offer they can't refuse.
We have seen Barry raise over $1 billion during his tenure and use that capital to invest in the community and have impact that's been absolutely extraordinary and touch people in a way that no one could have anticipated.
Somebody who takes care of his own community so well and yet is so well known and respected by all communities.
He called me and said, my community resonates to this theme that there are people in the world with no place to go. I can raise money, and you have an organized structure to move people. We didn't know the scope of what he intended to do. I thought I might get $100,000. Well, it's over $600,000, and Barry is still raising money. We've been able to hire 4 more immigration lawyers. The lawyers make all the difference in the world.
Barry has led CJP to live the best of vision of a federation.
The fact that Barry has chosen to celebrate his legacy by launching a Bridge to the Future Fund is so indicative of his spirit.
We're the future, and you have to take every generation seriously because we're what's next, and he really knows that, and you feel it.
We're reaching that next generation of Jewish young adults who will be the leadership in the time to come.
I was in a wine cellar in Zikron Yaakov. I had a little bit too much to drink. Barry and I wound up dancing on top of the table. And he said to me, "Do you love Israel?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you love children?" I said, "Yes." He says, "Why can't we do an exchange program between kids in Haifa and kids in Boston? Will you fund it?" Of course he said that. Of course I said yes, which is now the Dilla program.
Haifa is a special place, and we have very special times there. The Whiskey Minyan, early in the morning, after they finish davening, which takes place in about 47 seconds, boom. Then out comes the cheapest, most horrific, rot-gut prohibition would have made it illegal whiskey, and you have to take a shot of it. And so it's simple. Either it kills you where you're standing or embalms you. And so these guys that lived to 600, Barry takes a shot, puts a smile on his face, and says, "Let's go make a difference in the world." And I can't feel my legs. Barry says, come on, we got a day's work to do. I can't feel my legs. He takes me by the ear and he drags me off. That's Barry in Israel.
One of his favorite spots to have meetings, and I say meetings because it's usually at least 3 in a row, is at Johnny's. He loves Special K cereal and coffee, and Johnny's did not have Special K. Eventually they started ordering Special K special for him.
I maybe booked meetings at Johnny's, I would say maybe 3,000 times, maybe more.
It should be called Barry's now.
Barry, this is for you, and we love you, and we will see you soon.
It's never dull.
Cookie just keeps him on. He would not have survived 30 years without Cookie.
When we were kids and he'd be driving, we'd get to a red light and he'd say, "Wake me up when it turns green," and he'd take a 30-second nap.
One of my favorite things about him is that he brings gifts, and they're always books.
In the nonprofit world and in the religious nonprofit world, Barry is a Hall of Famer.
When you listen to him talk, you walk away saying, I want to be better.
We were so lucky that this young man came to us over 30 years ago, named Barry Schrage.
Barry has this mesmerizing ability to say something to you, and it kind of catches you off guard, and then he's done speaking, and you're like, did my life just change? I think it did. I think I'm going to now be a whole new, better person.
Barry sets an example for how a person lives his life.
I'm so proud of him, and I love him so much, and he's just so inspiring to me. Amazing.
We love you, Grandpa.
We love you, Grandpa. As Grandpa would say, all the nachas. Oh, I'm going to start crying. All the nachas that you bring to the family and the community. And your mom, Grandma Sarah, would be very, very proud of you and all that you've accomplished.
What Ellie has been able to accomplish to raise two amazing children while I was virtually absent without leave, I can't hardly believe my blessings and my good fortune. I talk to governors and senators. I'm a schlepper from the Bronx. I'm worried that someday I will awaken from this dream